Guys, we will see the monthly close at the Bitcoin chart, and furthermore we have interesting resistances at the Bitcoin price, and all this together looks quite critical. Also we have on-chain data which shows that investors go out of crypto into stable coins, and this may also indicate a potential dump. So guys, watch until the end and leave a like and a subscription and have fun with the content.
The stablecoin market cap have seen a significant rise over the last 3 months. What that's mean for the Bitcoin price, we want to talk about in this part, and also some really interesting other topics. So I would say let's start with this really interesting on-chain data. What do we have here? In black we can see the Bitcoin price, and in pink the aggregated market cap of the biggest 5 stable coins we have in the crypto space. In red and green we have the net position change of this market cap. Like I told you earlier, over the last 3 months we have seen a raise over 10 billion in this market cap from our latest low of 190 billion in October to now nearly 130 billion. But what this means for the Bitcoin price right now. Therefore, we need to keep an eye on the stablecoin supply ratio oscillator. It's a really interesting on-chain indicator, especially if we talk about the buying power, which is activated by the stablecoin market cap. It's a measure of the Bitcoin supply against the supply of stablecoins denoted in Bitcoin. Means if this indicator is declining, the stablecoin supply has increased the buying power to purchase Bitcoin. What we see in this on-chain data is that over the last 3 months, this indicator declined over a really strong number. So, to put it in a nutshell, our latest pump above 42,000 US dollars was driven by the supply of stablecoins. Why? Normally stablecoins are used as an asset you can use while Bitcoin or other cryptocurrencies are very volatile. Currently, stablecoins are used to buy Bitcoin or to trade Bitcoin on exchanges. That's why currently this rising stablecoin market cap is a really strong indicator for a rising Bitcoin price. Now we need to talk about another really interesting topic, the FOMC meeting in 2 hours and 16 minutes. Why is it so important for the Bitcoin price? In the last few months, the FOMC decisions have driven the Bitcoin price really strong, especially around the hours of the decisions. For now, I'm really sure we won't see any volatile course, or better say a price reaction, because I think we will see an interest break. But it's getting really interesting what Jerome Powell will say about their next steps we will see from the Federal Reserve in a few months. Do we will see lowering in interest rates, or do we see another interesting hike? It's currently a really difficult decision. We see the Evergrande bankruptcy in China, and also news coming in today. New York Community Bank Corp down minus 40%, especially because they have missed their targets. Analysts have predicted around a profit of around 200 million profit, but now they have announced over 250 million in loss, which means they have missed their predictions nearly 500 millions. Why is it so interesting? New York Community Bank Corp was one of the banks which have acquired the collapsed Signature Bank last year, one of the crypto banks which triggered the fears that the market would collapse. So now it's getting really interesting. Will we see another bankruptcy in the US of a big bank? Then maybe we'll see today already a little speech from Jerome Powell about this situation. I don't think this will be a topic today, but in the next few days, this topic is really interesting for the traditional finance section, also because currently with Evergrande we have a bigger black swan event where nobody knows if we will see other companies which are going to be bankruptcy. So I would say that's all for now. We are giving the word to the chart. Bye.
Guys, we need to talk about the monthly close, which will happen in nearly 8 hours. The monthly candle in this moment is not looking that good because this has a big wick to the upside, it has a big wick to the downside, which indicates we have a doji candle here, which is a reversal candlestick pattern, which is on such a big time frame like the monthly chart for Bitcoin a pretty bad sign. Also, if we have a look at this uptrend I just drawed in here, we can clearly see that we had a double touch point here at the upper side of this uptrend, which could indicate that we at least will see a drop to the lower trend line of this uptrend. If we have a look at the day chart, we can clearly see that we have many validation points of these both trend lines, and we just got double rejected from the upper one, which indicates us that there's a higher possibility to see a correction to the downside. As we talked about in last videos already, we also got this falling wedge here, which could have potential price targets even up to the 47,000, but we also must say we are forming this uptrend here, which could also be in bear flag, and if this breaks to the downside, I'm pretty sure we will continue to see downside in the Bitcoin charts over the next few weeks. As I just mentioned, we would still have this nice price target here, the second one of this falling wedge at close about 47,000. But even if we fill this price target and get sold off before the end of the week, we still would get a second wick to the upside right here, which could also indicate on the weekly time frame that we will see a further correction. As I mentioned in yesterday's video, I'm looking at this uptrend at the moment mostly, because this uptrend could lead us to hitting the 47k, which would be a bullish price target, and then it would depend on whether we get a nice weekly close above here. The monthly chart, which is the highest time frame I'm looking in the Bitcoin chart, indicates that we could receive reversal if we hit the 47,000 and get sold off before the weekly close. That would also indicate a correction. So in my opinion, it's really important where the weekly close will be and whether we can use this uptrend to grind higher with the Bitcoin price at the moment, or maybe even outperform that. That would be the only bullish scenario in my opinion. If we have a look at the 1 hourly time frame, we can clearly see yesterday's breakout was not successful. We just got big wicks to the upside for the next 2 hours after we saw this candle close a little bit above the trend line, and then we didn't manage to break our previous high point after the breakout, so this was just a fake out. And after we closed this 1 hourly candle right here, it was pretty obvious that we will probably fill the price target to the downside, which then happened. And then we just used our most important support, which we are looking at the moment, which is the lower trend line of the uptrend, and saw a bounce from here. So now the question in my opinion is, will Bitcoin manage to get above the consolidation we had yesterday and the day before yesterday? If this will not happen and we consolidate below that, I'm pretty sure we will see a second try to break the lower trend line of this uptrend. And if this uptrend should break, I'm pretty bearish for the Bitcoin price for the next few days and probably even the next few weeks. But I would say that's it for today's chart analysis. If you enjoyed this video, please make sure to leave a like and comment below to push our daily content to everybody who's interested. And then bye bye from my side.